right, people. Question of the day. Why do NFL teams try to copy the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots? Because they have a blueprint for success. That's why. They're not shy about it and say, Cleveland Browns will tell you right off the bat, we want to be like the Pittsburgh Steelers. We want to be like the New England Patriots. Nah, they're more like the Bad News Bears if they're a football team. But they are not shy about trying to be like that organization that's always 1 and 2. Because we all know, love them or hate them, the Steelers are like the greatest organization in football, along with the Patriots. They got America's team, Dallas, but that ain't, I mean, whatever. Green Bay, great organization. Now, this one here. Why wouldn't you take a page out, well, not out of this, because this could have been great, and not out of this, because this was very bad. Why wouldn't they take a page out of something like this? Or all them games, actually. And what I'm saying with that is, the thing I hate most about Battlefield Bad Company 3, as I call it, and I'm going to continue to call it, is the character movement. And this goes for any developer out there. Why do developers not want to follow the blueprint of success in Call of Duty? You want to stand out. You want to be different. Well, you know what? Ask Guerrilla Games in Killzone 2 and Killzone 3 how they stood out. Because you got to understand something. Standing out and being different is fine if you have something everybody wants. There should be a universal controls for Call of Duty and every shooter out there. And when I say that, I'm not talking about button layout. I'm talking about the fluidity of your character, the way it moves. In Battlefield, my biggest gripe in that game is I could care less about the aim assist. I don't even want the aim assist on Call of Duty. I play without it, be honest with you. My biggest gripe in Battlefield is the way your character moves. It just feels like you're a 400-pound fucking slob. That's what I feel like. Same way as Killzone 2. I don't like that. And that is a turnoff. And let me tell you something. You want to sell a game? A turnoff like that will make the guy like me, the casual gamer, which I call myself, not want to play the game. I tried playing it because I spent $60 on it, but I can't get into playing it because of the movement. If it had Call of Duty like Twitch shooting, which it should, because last time I checked, I could have a whole bunch of goddamn gear on and go to the army, whatever, and I don't move around like a 400-pound slob. If developers out there will learn this trick and make every shooter with a certain fast response time, then guess what? Battlefield developers, Homefront developers, well, maybe not Homefront developers, but Killzone developers, every Call of Duty fan would play your game. And I know there's going to be fanboys that say, we don't want you guys playing our game. We want our own game. Well, guess what? You don't want us playing your game when they don't cry to me when I make fun of it because I don't like the controls. All right? Fair trade-off. Because if you had quick, fluid controls like Call of Duty, that's what, let me explain something. There's a reason why everyone plays Call of Duty. It ain't because we love the game. We love the controls, all right? There's a reason why we bitch and moan about the game, but we still play it. Because the controls are nice and fluid. Call these if you want. We like it that way. I don't play a game to fucking feel like I got a 400-pound fucking fat slob carrying around the goddamn map with me. No, I'll play it so I can move around freely. I don't want a challenge when I'm trying to aim, when I'm trying to turn. That's not what I want. Some people can acclimate themselves more towards that. You are more of a hardcore gamer than a casual gamer such as myself. But if I'm making a game, my demographic's going to be reached out to the casual gamer because I know they're the number one person that buys your games. So for future references to any developer out there, you want my advice on how to sell a product? Whatever you do, put your own name on it. But make the controls nice and fluid. Don't try standing out with them. There's no such thing as assimilating a real war action game. Because you go tell them soldiers in Iraq that this is like real war, they'll punch you right in your fucking jaw. It's not a real war game. It may sound like one, you may think it is, but you go tell a soldier in Iraq you play Call of Duty or Battlefield or Homefront, or, well, maybe not Homefront, any game, and you tell them it's like being in a real war, they'll look at you like you're a fucking idiot. That's what they'll do to you. So, if a developer team wants to hire me, believe me, I will push your product and sell it. But the major thing, I'm giving you free advice now too. To the next person that makes a shooter, make the controls, look what Call of Duty did. Make the controls like that. Because you know what? I would love to play other games, but I don't want to take the time to get used to acclimate myself to know how to move with these controls because chances are I'm never going to be able to fully benefit myself the way I want to play the game, the way it should be played, the way I want to play. I'll never get any good at it because the guy did feel like a 400-pound slob. No soldier in the world feels that way. Killzone 2, Homefront, and Battlefield, they all felt the same to me. Sluggish. And that's consequently why them games didn't sell well. I know there's going to be people saying Battlefield's going to sell well. Call of Duty will outsell it by 50 times probably. And that's just a rough estimate off my head. There's a reason we play Call of Duty. Because it's nice and easy. And you know what? You could say it's an easy shooter, that's fine. But I will tell you this right now. There are good players at Call of Duty that I'll guarantee you right now would beast anybody in Battlefield, Homefront, or Killzone 2. And that's just a cold, hard fact that you have to look in the mirror and accept that. You're not good enough to play the game. Because I'm a good Call of Duty player, but I have my problems with this at the same time. So what we learned today is people like to copy a winner. Pittsburgh, New England, Green Bay. And controls mean everything. They mean everything to a video game. If you pick up a game and the controls ain't to your liking, chances are you're going to throw it down and say, I don't want to play this game. That's the first reaction. No one wants to take the time to learn controls. I know I don't. And I'm a casual gamer. What's that tell you? Market your demographic towards a casual gamer. These hardcore fanboys of the Battlefield series, of the Call of Duty series, see, that's the thing about the Call of Duty series. It don't matter. Because anyone will play Call of Duty. Everyone will play it because it's nice and easy, the controls, right? But the hardcore fanboys of the Battlefield series, the goddamn, I was going to say Homefront, but there's only like 12 of them. The goddamn, the Killzone 2 series, whatever. They're not that high of a demographic. You should be marketing the casual gamer. So if Battlefield sells 15 million, you market it like I said, you'd sell 100 million. Trust me, because people that like Call of Duty would pick your game up and they'd be like, these controls are like top Call of Duty, man. This game, it would be fun. They'd be playing it. When Call of Duty came out, they'd play that. They'd be going back and forth between games. I know they would. I know I would. I'd go back and forth between games. I would. But I'd still like Call of Duty better. But at least you would get the hardcore Call of Duty fanboy to buy your game. You'd get their money. That's how you do things in life. That's what you need to start thinking about. So it's not about standing out and being different. You can stand out and be different all you want and be broke all you want. Or you can be standing out and being different and be broke all you want. Or you can be just like everybody else and make a lot of money. That's what you need to think of. And I'm trying to help because I want to play different shooters. And I don't want to get myself acclimated to some fucking control. Quick representation here. Call of Duty, right? See that? Look at that. Killzone 2. Battlefield 3. Now, which one did I look more normal doing? You see what I'm coming at? Just a little accurate description demonstration for you guys. So, if you guys can do that, and you know what? Battlefield, if you're a hardcore fan of the game, look, you like it, you are a better gamer than me. I'll admit that. I don't care. You're better at shooter games than me. You're better at gaming. You can acclimate yourself better to a video game. That's great. But if you like it, that's great. But you know what? There are other people that would like it like you if they made it easy. And don't give me that bullshit like Killzone 2 people used to say. They tried to justify the controls. They would say, no, I don't want the controls, fan. I like the game like this. That's why I play it. No. Don't give me that bullshit. If the controls are like Call of Duty, you still play it, and guess what? You love it. You say, oh, this is great. And then you know what? You probably go out and buy Call of Duty. And you probably would. You start playing it. But chances are you get rid of it real quick because you get owned in Call of Duty. Call of Duty's for real quick, chaotic action. You got to be fast on your feet. Think fast on your feet. Don't come out here. That ain't what it means. Don't you come out here and say it's for anyone can dominate it. No, not anyone can dominate it. If anyone can dominate it, I would be the one dominating it. But I'm not dominating it. So let's just get that clear right now. Do what you want. It's my advice to any developer out there that wants to take it. And maybe the next game released, the shooter game, whatever, a developer will use my ideas. And they'll go to the bank, and when they go cash their money, they'll think about me. And maybe they'll give me a handout. Be nice if it happened, but I doubt it will.